How can video marketing help your business? Is it worth it? I mean, videos can be a lot of work. Is it worth all the trouble? What kind of results are realistic? What kind of results can you expect for your business? Maybe you already have a successful ad campaign and you can generate leads that way. Or maybe you are very good at getting referrals or get leads from word of mouth. So whatever way you generate leads currently in your business, I'm very excited to show you this strategy because time and time again, I've seen it as a way to really level up the quality of leads that your business is generating. It's way more cost effective and it really helps you to scale things a lot bigger. We will talk about the advantages of video compared to other types of marketing, and what most people don't realize that are in video marketing is there's actually a two-stage video marketing process that works way better than what most people do with video marketing, where they just make a promo video and pay a whole bunch of people to watch it. That doesn't work so well. So let's dive right in. Okay, so we're going to talk about two different stages or two different types of marketing videos. Both type of marketing video is essential, but most people, most businesses will skip stage one. They just skip it completely. So they'll put all their effort and energy into creating an amazing promo video. I mean, some people will spend thousands and even tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars on a promo video, and then they just send a whole bunch of paid traffic to it. As long as we can get millions of views on this video, we're going to be okay. And that's their goal. But you're going to get a lot of low quality leads. In fact, you're going to get tons of leads that do nothing, that don't end up buying from you. Or you're going to get tons and tons of views that don't end up becoming leads. Only a small percentage actually become leads. So we'll talk about this kind a little bit more. We're going to spend a lot more time talking about this type of video. But first of all, this is something that applies to both. Let's just talk about the advantages of video. There are a lot of advantages to written and visual, such as images, but when you combine audio and music and the visual and everything together, the motion of it, you can include, tone of voice, facial expression. You can just take people on an emotional journey that you can't do with any other type of media. Now, right now, as I'm talking to you, you and I are making eye contact, and all I have to do is just look right at the lens of the camera. But as you watch this episode, it's like you and I are having a one-on-one conversation. And when I want to share something with you, I get to show you, not just tell. I mean, I can draw things out, or I can show B-roll. If I were talking about Niagara Falls, I can show you Niagara Falls. And compared to other types of media, let's say a podcast or radio or something like that, when people are watching video, they are looking at it. You have their undivided attention. Okay, so now let's break it down. A type 2 video or a stage 2 video, this is a promotional video. This is where it's going to be so well scripted. It's going to be short, it's going to be concise. You really have to keep the energy up. You're going to take people on this very scripted and planned out emotional roller coaster, and it's a lot of work. I mean, if you go to the homepage of my website, betheherostudios.com, you'll see a promo video there that took many, many months to create. And it's a 5-minute video, but I'd say it was at least 4, maybe even 5 months from the planning, the scripting, the filming, the editing, the reviews, all of that. And it turned out great. So that's a promo video, and that's what you want, but it takes a lot of work. And then everything else that you do, you funnel towards it. But what I'm going to talk about now is stage 1, because you can create a video that will funnel people toward it, but you'll get such better results. So what stage 1 does is it builds a relationship with them first, right? So they get to know you. It's like this is the pre-frame. It's like this is the warm-up show before they see a promo video. Does that make sense? You see, if people are coming to you that have never heard of you before and you just start selling to them, versus here, they don't feel like they're being sold to because you're not selling anything. In fact, if they go to Google and YouTube and they type in a question and they find your video and you're answering their question, you're helping them out, of course they don't feel like they're being sold to, but they're building this relationship of trust. And then later, when they go to your website and they watch this, they're expecting to be sold to. They want to know what you have to offer. They're hoping to work with you. So I'm going to show you a few examples of what this looks like on YouTube, and then I'm going to share with you my 5-ingredient strategy on how we get these results. So if you go to YouTube right now and you type in 10 things you should never say to your child, look who's at the top. That's Paul Jenkins. He films right here in the same filming house. The second one, Nicolene Peck, she films right here in the same filming house. Look at that, Chad Littlefield, he follows this exact strategy. He's a client of mine. Jane Townsend, he's a client of mine, and he teaches people how to win campaigns or how to win an election. Dr. Carrie Ann Perkins, you type in questions like that and you find her ranked at the top. Chris Abbott, he ranks at the top for several topics like how to grow your church organization. One more here, let's show you Laurel Langmeyer. If you type in how to leverage credit to build wealth and hundreds of other questions like that, you'll find her at the top. How did we do it? Let me show you. This is all built upon my leaf strategy. For you to understand what my leaf strategy is, I'm going to share my tree analogy. So if you focus on this tree, we've got this big broad trunk, okay, that's got all these branches that leads out to the leaves. Okay, the trunk represents your core area of expertise. The branches represent all the different categories of expertise that you have, and the leaves represent the specific question that your target audience is asking. So if your core area of expertise was productivity, then a leaf might be what can increase productivity in a dental office. Now, I didn't make that question up. I did keyword research to find the questions that people are consistently asking online about productivity. That's the secret. So you've got to find these questions, and when you find these questions, now you have a built-in audience even before you filmed the video. So ingredient number one of this 5-ingredient strategy is leaf titles. Now you know what leaf titles are. You do the keyword research and you find these specific questions. I'll show you how I do this keyword research. This is called the Keyword Magic Tool. You can get a free trial of this if you go to herokeywordtool.com. And let's say you are teaching people how to build and succeed on a podcast, okay? So that would be the trunk of your tree. You put podcast into the search bar. You turn on the questions button. You turn on the word count filter to 8 words or more. So you're looking for questions about podcasting that are 8 words or more. Now, when I did this search, I actually found thousands, but I narrowed it down to 114 because there are a lot of questions that were kind of duplicates. They were just phrased or worded slightly different. So I went through and I picked out the ones that I thought were unique episode title ideas. So some of these are, what equipment do you need to start a podcast? How to get podcasts to play in order? How to record a podcast with people in different locations? How to make a podcast without a microphone? How many podcast episodes should you launch with? How to market your podcast on social media? What makes a podcaster different from a YouTuber? So what I love about this tool is you're never going to run out of topics to talk about. But also you make sure that your topics are strategic, that every episode has a built-in audience, at least of 10 people. So every leaf title that you see on this screen, notice the number 10. That's the number of searches per month. Now this is gold. You don't want to go after the ones with the huge search volume. That has more competition. It's going to take you longer to rank for them. These ones are the low-hanging fruit. If you go after these questions, or questions for your search that have similar search volume, these are going to be the ones that you can rank for the quickest. And if you go after this one and this one and this one and this one and start to dominate, then eventually over time, you'll start to get traction for those more competitive questions. All right, ingredient number 2 is every episode needs to be 10 to 12 minutes in length on average. You want to have enough time for people to build a relationship with you. That's why shorts don't work for this strategy. You also need to make content and use strategy to keep people watching all the way to the end. Because if you have a video that's 10 minutes long, but most people only watch 1 minute, YouTube's going to stop suggesting that video to other viewers. But there's some things that you can do at the beginning of the video to set hooks and create curiosity, let them know what's coming, and to keep them watching all the way to the end. So some people are going to leave early on. They're going to watch 20 seconds and they're gone. But other people are going to watch all the way to the end. So if you have an average of 50% or higher, YouTube will recommend this video to more and more of your target audience. You've got to create custom thumbnails. That's ingredient number 4. And I've got other episodes on my channel where I go into a lot more detail on custom thumbnails. Ingredient number 5 is you've got to launch 5 episodes per week. That's the goal. That's the ideal. And if you really want to dominate YouTube in 4 months, yeah, you've got to launch 5 episodes per week. But it's okay if you start more gradual. If you start launching at least 1 episode per week, you'll start to get traction on YouTube. You'll start to have videos that will start to move up the ranks and rank at the top of YouTube. And the goal is to increase. What if you can increase to 2 episodes per week now? And then eventually, what if you can increase to 5 episodes per week? Now, today, I'm filming 20 episodes. In fact, this is number 19. I filmed 18 previously, and I've got 1 more to go. So 20 episodes in a single day of filming. That means launching 5 episodes a week, I only have to do this once every 4 weeks. Now, if you're launching 1 episode per week, I still recommend filming 20 episodes in a day, but then you've got 5 months of content that's working for you, that's building momentum, and that's helping you build these relationships. So you're having people come and you're answering questions, you're building relationships, and these people are gradually coming over here and they're becoming leads in your business. I want you to master this strategy. I really want you to understand how to do this tactically and to be able to start doing this today. I've created a mini course. You can complete it in a handful of hours, and the course is only $17. It's called the YouTube Lead Gen Blueprint. So you can go to youtubeleadgen.net. I'll put that link down below as well. So if you go to that page and purchase this course for $17, you'll understand the tactics of how to implement this strategy so that you can begin pulling in people organically. These are people who've never heard of you before but want to hire you. You'll start to generate referral quality leads in your business. I'm excited for you. Go to youtubeleadgen.net. I'll see you there.